And this show is brought to you by the Beaches of South Walton. Find out more about this travel destination at www.beachesofsouthwalton.com.
Hi, we're here at Barboursville Vineyards. We're here with Luca Paschina, and Luca is the viticulturist here. Luca, how are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Can you tell us a bit about your family and what brought you here in the first place?
Well, what brought me here 17 years ago, actually, it's another Italian family that started this winery 30 years ago. I discovered that Virginia, like some other regions of the United States, and I cannot say anywhere in the United States, there are so many treasures that yet have to be discovered. There is a lot of history in this region. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of beautiful landscapes. And when it comes to wine, I realize there is a great climate and great soil. It's just a matter of understanding how to interact with it and not come in this region and say, oh, I want to make this wine or that wine. It was owned by James Barbour, which came from Scotland. He became one of the most successful in Virginia in his cultivation of crops and things of that matter. He became also very much involved into politics, which was very common back then, to get involved in that. So he developed a lot of friendship with Thomas Jefferson. So because of his friendship with Jefferson, in 1814, they ultimated the construction of a beautiful mansion under Jefferson's design. We were here at what used to be the entrance of this beautiful home. This was what was considered the parlor, and it is in octagonal shape. And it's a typical geometrical figure that you will find in all of Jefferson's drawings. So when this house burned in 1884, all the ashes, all the remains, they were left untouched. In 1982, a few years after the house was purchased by the Italian family, an archaeological dig was done in the kitchen, and where also was the cellar right below it. And a lot of remains were found from forks and chinas, but also quite a few wine bottles that clearly were coming from Europe. Just looking at the type of glass, the thickness, a lot of beer bottle as well. A few years ago, actually in 1981, I thought that to create a wine region, you have to create a great wine. And not only create it one time, but produce it many years to come and demonstrate to the world that your wine is capable of not only being good, but aging. Because any red wine that is respected as a great red wine, it has to age at least 10, 15, even better if it can push the 25-year mark. The results came. We were able to produce some great vintages. But at the same time, I was looking for a name that would express our desire to tie our work in the vineyards, our dedication, to the history of this place. And I thought that the name Octagon, which is the octagonal, it comes from the octagonal feature of the building, was expressing where the wine is coming from, and also expressing the great love and desire that Jefferson had to drink great wines, but also he wanted to produce them here. He failed in that attempt, unfortunately. It's a reproduction of an original letter from Thomas Jefferson. He described in detail 22 different kind of grapes that he imported from Europe and planted at Monticello. Some of them we may even recognize, like Trebbiano, Sangiovese, Aleatico, Tokai, and so on. He attempted actually to grow grapes at Monticello 7 different times. There is no record that he ever was able to produce a bottle of wine, and I'm sure if he had done so, would have been probably one of his most exciting things to write about. Oh, by the way, today I was able to produce the first bottle at Monticello. We're here in the room where we have a lot of our barrels, which is still the best way to mature to perfection the red wines. They need to be in oak. And so here we are just a big number of tanks. So I like to have at any given time clean tanks ready to receive grapes or to transfer wine. It's like being in a kitchen. And if you want to cook efficiently, you need a lot of pots. You cannot stop cooking and say, oh, I have to clean a pot, and you end up cleaning it not very well and messing things up.
Well, Luca, thank you very much for spending time with us. It was really great to see the historic ruins and the winery and the vineyard, and we can't thank you enough for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for coming here to Virginia and enjoy your stay and share with the world how beautiful this area is. And I thank you so much.
I know this. I want to come back.
Thank you. Thank you.